Greetings, 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 royal family. Welcome back to the channel. It's Monday morning. Woo, the year's still 2020. The month is September and the date is the 28th. Welcome back to another segment of the Morning Boogie Morning Show. I missed you guys. Had to take a little bit of time off, to get some things in order. And not to mention, these social media streets have been hot. So things seem to have cooled down, but I don't think that they're going to stay cooled down for long. There's a whole lot. So as promised, I am back bright and early Monday morning. Right now, I'm recording this video. It is 6:08 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Who knows what time this video will make it to the YouTube platform. Nonetheless, as you're coming in, please hit the like button. That is your admission fee. You want to pay a little bit extra? Share the video. Share it with a friend. Share it on your social media platform. Share. I don't mind. And as always, please drop your comments, thoughts, and opinions in the broadcast. If you are in here, welcome. Thank you for joining. If you're watching the replay, same rules apply. All right. This lineup. I don't even know where to start. We got Michael Jackson's cousin around here selling what she considers memorabilia, a mess. Toni Braxton wants to entertain the idea of a versus battle, but with who? I'll let you know. Of course, Nene Leakes is in the news. Woo-wee. And so is Wendy Williams. And of course, Andy Cohen. I'll definitely talk about what's going on with them. Meg Thee Stallion. She's got some projects coming up. And things have just been heavy in the streets, y'all. I don't even want to go into this list. Let's just get into it. But of course, as always, I always start with some shenanigans or some important news, or what I deem important, informative, before we get into the, main topics. So tomorrow, September 29th, Tuesday, the first round of the presidential debates are going to take place. So this is as per the New York Times. I keep abreast of politics. I do. I just don't talk about it a lot on my channel. Yes, I know I sound repetitive. To my A1 day ones, I love y'all. So September 29th is the first presidential debate. The location is going to be in Cleveland. So how to watch, this is going to be streamed online. People are going to be streaming it. It's going to be on CNN, Fox, CBS, ABC, C-SPAN, NBC, and MSNBC. MSNBC is my preference. I do go back between CNN and MSNBC, but I'm an MSNBC kind of girl. I'm just saying. Watch it however you can if you choose to watch. So the moderator is going to be Chris Wallace, and he is the anchor of Fox News Sunday. Oh, this is going to be so interesting. If you know, you know. So he's going to be moderating the debate. And it's going to be the second time that he's actually moderated the presidential debate. The first was between Trump and Hillary Clinton back in 2016. So the topics, yes, they have the top. They usually announce the topics about a week, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. My political aficionados. They usually announce the topics about a week or so before. So the moderator has full discretion in picking the debate topics. For the first round, Mr. Wallace chose Mr. Trump's and Mr. Biden's records. The Supreme Court, can't wait. The pandemic, this should be interesting. The economy, race, and violence in cities, and the integrity of the election. There will be 15 minutes to discuss each topic. Now, there are some other dates as far as when the vice presidential debate, the second round of the presidential debate, but I will give you all of this in increments. So tomorrow, Tuesday, September 29th, check your local listings. The presidential debate, the first presidential debate takes place. Hopefully you guys will be tuning in. Have these conversations with your family, I was always taught not to talk publicly about politics and religion, you know, with everybody. You know what I mean? Like, you can't talk about that stuff with everyone publicly. But times have changed. So people are a lot more vocal as it pertains to politics. Not everyone is so conservative when it comes to talking about certain topics. You know, it is what it is. But whatever you feel comfortable doing, I have done my duty of informing you when, what, who, how, and why. So it's up to you if you want to participate and watch. I think it's great conversation for young adults. You know, these millennials are really involved in politics, and it's good to see. I see a lot more of my peers from different different countries, put it that way. You know, not everyone is American, but talking more about American politics. So I like it. I like it. You know, you don't have to do it publicly, but it's good to stay informed and be in the know. And I'm going to be honest with you, this may not be funny to some, and I don't want to trigger anyone, but I think that this is going to be a bleep show, especially that vice presidential debate. I really think that Kamala Harris is going to tear Pence in half. All right, that's enough of that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining, welcome to the Morning Boogie Morning Show. I am Royal B, and we are the royal family over here. Oh, wait, another update. Sorry. New York Times reports that Trump pays $750 in U.S. income taxes in 2016 and 2017. So Trump paid no federal income taxes in 10 of the past 15 years, according to a report in the New York Times. You do what you want with that information. I find it quite convenient that this is coming out right before the presidential debates. I'm telling you, this is going to be a bleep show. So tune in, keep yourself informed. All right, let's keep this train rolling. Now, you guys know that I have been keeping up with Dancing with the Stars, right? Carol Baskin is still there. I don't know why, okay? We the people want her gone. I don't know too many people that want her to stay. Am I too loud? Let me tell you something. This dark roast that I used for my iced coffee, it was hitting this morning, okay? Anyway, let me hurry up before I crash. Now, you guys know that I have been keeping up with Dancing with the Stars, right? So one of the things that have been keeping me entertained, aside from Tyra Banks getting roasted, is Nelly and these dance shoes. First of all, Nelly is doing a phenomenal job. He's having a great time. His energy is great. I love it. But these shoes, okay? I had concerns about these shoes. You know, the judges did tell Nelly that he had to wear dance shoes. Nelly said, I ain't putting on no dance shoes. So he had his dance shoes customized. His Jordan 3s, I found out that they are Jordan 3s. None of y'all didn't even answer me when I asked last week. Anyway, so these are Jordan 3s, and he got his mans in them to hook him up. So take a listen. This is on the Neighborhood Talks Instagram page, the Neighborhood Talk 2, their Instagram page. So again, I wasn't the only one that was concerned about Nelly's shoes. So listen to what he had to say. Hopefully this will play.
I said I needed dancing shoes, so I got me a pair of dancing shoes.
What are they? How'd you make them?
The Young Swivel Edition. Jordan 3. We'll get some headlines. We won't get nothing else.
Yeah, there you go.
I said I needed dancing shoes, so I got me a pair of dancing shoes.
What are they? How'd you make them?
The Young Swivel Edition. Jordan 3. So, yo, them judges hating on hip-hop told your boy he needed dancing shoes. So I called my homie, the shoe surgeon, and told him I needed dancing shoes. Young Swivel Edition. So, yo.
Nelly is such a clown. The young swivel, like as in swivel your hips. I can't. He is so cute, isn't he? So Dancing with the Stars, new episode actually comes on tonight, Monday. Last week it aired on Tuesday. I don't know why, but tonight it's going to be airing on ABC. So of course tomorrow when I come back with the morning show, God willing, okay, I definitely will talk about that, give my updates and my thoughts and opinions. All right, let's move this train along. Let me tell you something. 2020, there's something bizarre in the air. Something bizarre in the air, you know. Did you guys see this? Now, this lady is saying that she is Michael Jackson's cousin. Okay, she's saying she Michael Jackson. Look at these ads, a mess. Michael Jackson's cousin. So she has a bloodstained IV drip for sale. She got Plies. You hear this? Plies. Somebody else got drip for sale. This is allegedly Michael Jackson's final IV drip before he went on home to glory. His cousin somehow retrieved this allegedly. This is what she is saying. And she is now selling it. See, I told y'all this pandemic is hurting people's pockets. All right. So this is according to TMZ, as you can see. So Michael Jackson's cousin claims to have his last IV drip, the one that delivered the last fatal dose of propofol. And she's ready to part ways with the memorabilia. The IV setup, it includes, excuse me, it includes the tubing and the bag used to administer the propofol, and even has a blood stain from the King of Pop, according to his cousin, Marsha Stewart. Now, she claims that she took it from his bedroom shortly after his passing. Marsha says that she swiped the IV from the rented Homely Hills mansion where Michael passed away. She claims she saw it near Michael's bed and that there was a, quote, white milk fluid inside the bag, which has since dissolved. So this the bag. This the bag right here, y'all. Y'all see this? Lord have mercy. Gosh. Still, Michael Jackson's cousin says traces of his blood on the device caught her eye and made her want to put it in her purse to take home. It caught your eye. Now the IV drip is going up for auction through Memorabilia Expert Auctions in Sin City, and the auction house is looking to get at least $2,500 for this gruesome piece of MJ history. As for the validity of the item, it seems odd that the police would not have collected the IV as evidence at the scene. Exactly. Because his death was investigated. That doctor went to jail because they were saying that he administered illegal amounts of propofol. So why would they leave that IV bag just chilling like that? Oh Lord, I don't know what's happening to us and to some people in this world. Lord, let us pray for this lady. So TMZ attempted to reach out to Michael Jackson's estate to see, what their take on this was. So this is the bedroom where Michael Jackson took his last breath. This picture looks very different from what I remember on the news back in the day when this news first broke. I don't know. Maybe my memory is getting cloudy, but excuse me. I don't remember. I don't know. I'm not even playing this video. I read the story. I'm taking it easy on playing certain videos, man, because I'm telling you, them boys, them people in them is on my back. I had to clip out so many snippets of videos that I played because apparently you can't do that. So I don't know. So tell me what you think about Michael Jackson's cousin. I don't know, y'all. I'm worried about her. Anybody else? I don't know. I know a Party City prop when I see one. I don't know, lady. I would think that the authorities would have something like this in their custody, right? And what were you doing there? Did she take the witness stand when Michael Jackson's trial was going on? When his doctor was on trial? You know what? Why am I trying to make sense out of this? Lady, good luck to you. It is what it is. All right, let's move this train along. So there is somewhat, I guess, of an update with this human being, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. This is as per, what media outlet is this? I don't even know. KSDS or something like that. I don't even remember where I got it from. So Tim Norman, this is, you see his face. Oh, good. So Sweetie Pie star Tim Norman, accused in murder for hire plot. He is back in St. Louis in federal custody. Okay. Hip, hip, who freaking Ray. So St. Louis, the Sweetie Pie star accused in a murder for hire plot in the death of his nephew, is now back in St. Louis and is in federal custody. You guys know the story. On August 18th, Tim Norman was charged with conspiracy to use interstate commerce facilities in the commission of a murder for hire resulting in death in connection with the March 2016 murder of 21-year-old Andre Montgomery. Terica Ellis was the exotic dancer from Memphis who investigators said was Norman's accomplice. She was arrested and she was charged with the same crime, rightfully so, right? So you guys know the history. So this is just the history. This is the guy who, what was his name again? I don't even remember his name, who assisted Tim with getting the life insurance policy on his nephew, Andre. He posted bail. Yami, whatever his name is, doesn't really matter. Okay, so that, I guess, was a update. It was reported, I can't remember what media outlet was reporting it, though. I think it was a local St. Louis, whatever it was, that said that Tim Norman was supposed to appear before the court on the 15th of September, but he did not. And I think it had something to do with the fact that he wasn't asked, because they have these virtual hearings now, of course, because of the pandemic. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. The only thing that I want to hear is the verdict, right? Like, I just want to hear the final verdict and what's going to happen. I mean, I know I covered this when this first hit the scenes and stuff like that, but it is becoming very depressing to cover. Not depressing, but it's intense, you know, because I can't help but to think about, you know, Andre's mother, Andre's siblings, Andre's friends, Andre's other, you know, extended family. Of course, Miss Robbie, you know, because she is the one that's in the limelight. So all of his family and friends and loved ones. So I can't help but to think about them every time I talk about this. But of course, I have to, you know, keep some of you abreast, and I appreciate y'all coming, you know, and seeing about me. Anyway, this is Terica Ellis. This is an actual old picture. I see the media outlets are always using this picture because the most recent one, she looks like what she's going through. Anyway, judge orders defendant in Sweetie Pie's murder case held in jail until trial. So Miss Terica thought that she was going to go home to her baby. So St. Louis, this is the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. That's the name of this outlet. A federal judge on Friday ordered a defendant, of course, in the murder for hire case involving a former star on the Welcome to Sweetie Pie's reality television show, held in jail until trial. Terica Tanisha Ellis is one of two defendants charged in the 2016 murder of Andre Montgomery Jr., grandson of Robbie Montgomery, owner of Sweetie Pie's restaurant in the St. Louis area. Defense lawyer Brocker Morrison said Ellis was not a danger and needed to be home to care for her 2-year-old daughter, who has a severe type of sickle cell anemia and needs constant monitoring. Ellis has pleaded not guilty. A prior Ellis lawyer had argued that she wasn't accused of knowing about the murder in advance. Robbie Montgomery's son, James Timothy Tim Norman, told Ellis he needed her help to find and confront Andre Montgomery about $200,000 in cash that had been stolen from Robbie Montgomery's house, according to earlier testimony by a St. Louis police detective. Assistant U.S. Attorney Angie Dennis said Friday that Ellis failed to report the crime for more than 4 years and was both a danger to the community and a flight risk. I agree. Court documents say Ellis twice reported Andre Montgomery's location on the day he was killed, the first time to Norman and the second time she called an unidentified man using a prepaid cell phone. Ellis heard pop, 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 if you know what I mean. And she pulled away from the scene of the incident and dumped her prepaid phone at a gas station, and she drove home to the Memphis suburbs, according to court testimony. If convicted, see, this is what I want to hear about. If convicted, both Ellis and Norman could face a minimum sentence of life without parole. The charge also triggers a review by officials in Washington as to whether prosecutors should seek the death penalty, although approval is rare. Norman has been arrested but has not yet appeared in court. That's at the time that this came out. The Montgomerys and Norman were regulars on the reality show about Robbie Montgomery's restaurant. So, yeah, I think that there was some sort of loophole that he wasn't asked if he could be filmed, or because again that these hearings are virtual or something like that. I don't remember what outlet I read that on. So because he wasn't asked to be filmed, I guess he refused to show up for court on his initial court date because he didn't want some crap. I don't know. Semantics, foolishness. Holla at me when sentencing is being handed out. And I'm saying that because I guess now they've become, especially Terica, we didn't know who she was prior to this. You know, she's become a public figure. And the fact that she said that she needs to be home with her daughter, her 2-year-old daughter, ma'am, come on. And she doesn't have just one child. She has more than one child, if I'm not mistaken. The 2-year-old is the youngest. But ma'am, come on. When you involved yourself in this foolishness, you know, you weren't thinking about anybody but yourself. And you know what I mean? Like, come on. And I get it. You need to be home with your child. But I'm pretty sure that the child's grandmother, who you fled town with, you know, right? And making all these deposits and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that your daughter's grandmother can see to it that your daughter is well taken care of. So when the judge denied her, you know, going home, she got emotional, and I can understand, you know, that guilt will eat away at your soul. All right, let's move it along. I sound real phlegmy, right? I'm sorry, y'all. That's what the sugar will do to y'all. Everybody all right? If you're just joining, welcome to the Morning Boogie Morning Show with me, Royal B. Royal family members, I am glad that you are here. Those of you that are here, please, if you haven't done so already, hit the like button. Like. I try to do this every morning. No specific time per se, but I just try to get it out early in the morning. All right, let me cue up this guy, T.I. This is according to complex.com. So T.I., he had a lot to say about politics, of course. Kanye West, Tory Lanez, new music, and more. Let me ask y'all a question. Now, T.I. dubs himself the king of the South, right? Are y'all listening? Like, does T.I.'s music still knock till this day? Like his earlier stuff? Like, are y'all still playing like T.I.'s You Don't Know Me? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not from the South, so I don't know. I know different rappers reign in different demographics, and I mean not demographics, different locations and stuff like that. But do we want new T.I. music? So T.I. had a whole bunch to say, right? I'm not sitting here going through what he feels about politics. No offense, but I don't care. I don't care what T.I. feels about politics, because I feel like he is very whatever, doesn't matter. As far as what he feels about Kanye West, I heard his thoughts about Kanye West when he was on the Breakfast Club about like 2 years ago, maybe. Not interested. You know, everything is for giggles. It's like classroom antics, you know. That's just my opinion. So, yeah, so moving on to Tory Lanez, right? So this resurfaced because when this situation, I don't even know what to call it. I don't want to say issue and trivialize it, but when this situation happened with involving Meg Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez, and the other two individuals, T.I., of course, had an opinion. So T.I. was asked about it, and he said that he did talk to Tory Lanez. I'm trying to scroll to find exactly what he said, because this article is mad long, and you know how T.I. gets down. He always has a lot to say. without saying too much. Anyway, so T.I. basically said he spoke to Tory. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. I'm looking at this from my phone. He spoke to Tory Lanez. So he says, yeah, I spoke with him. I thought I had it. I could just give you the... Okay. So Complex asks, you publicly spoke on the situation between Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion on Instagram when many other artists were not. What was the motivation behind issuing that video statement? So T.I. starts off, to be honest with you. So you're a liar all the other times? Anyway, to be honest with you, I feel like oh gosh. In another video, I'm going to get into why I can't stand. I'm keeping it real today, y'all. Like, as I always do. Let me not say today. Sound like T.I. I'm going to keep it real. With this is all I've been hearing all weekend. And everyone is entitled to their opinion. And their feelings are, I don't disregard your feelings. However, I am really tired of hearing people say certain things as it pertains to black women. Black women themselves are repeating this mantra, and I just don't understand. Words have power. When you say things like the black woman is the most blah, 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 and you're a black woman saying that, do you realize the spells that you're casting with your words? But I understand where it's coming from, but it's like everyone was typing it and saying it. Do you know psychologically what you are doing? Do you know what you're classically conditioning yourself and others to do, think, believe? Anyway, T.I. says, I don't know what the bleep happened. I know what she says happened, but I don't know why it happened. But I know if it did happen, that's everybody's responsibility to make sure that this young lady feels supported and she knows that the community and the culture is behind her. I think that's important. I think that's all of our obligation and responsibilities, not even as artists or as rappers or as executives in the business, but as men, as black men. Oh gosh, he's been practicing his speeches, right? Isn't it funny when they talk the talk but they don't walk the walk? It's so refreshing, right, to see. It's comedic. We can't allow nobody, myself included, to be out here god darn letting off blow blows at women in bikinis. Now, I just have a problem with that. Listen, I don't know, man, but I spoke to him and he said ish didn't happen like that. I said, well, you need to be saying something, bruh. How did it happen? And he said that he couldn't say anything, or he couldn't say nothing about how it did actually happen. I told him I understood that. I said, man, you can't expect nobody to ignore the facts that are being presented to you if you don't have any other conclusive facts that can overturn these. You got to say something, bruh. If you ain't going to say nothing, you can't expect nobody else to. I ain't about to just shut up when you got facts out here that say it's a woman been popped at the hands of another black man within the culture. We've got to speak out on that. We're the bleep ninjas if we don't. All right. All right, T.I., you're entitled to your opinion. That's all I can say. That's honestly all I can say. T.I., you are entitled to your opinion on. What do you guys think about what T.I. has to say? You know, it's always not always, but it's so convenient for some of these males or people, just people period, to this whole protect black women when it's convenient, right? When it's convenient. And I mean, no one is perfect, obviously. But these are the same people that don't have black women in their videos. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, they dog the black women that they with. But whatever, who am I to judge? I get it. It sounds good. See, that's the thing with T.I. It all sounds good. No one will know if he really believes this way. But then again, I don't care. Like, I don't care if T.I. got on a public platform and said the opposite of protecting black women. Wouldn't make a difference in my life. All right, let's move it along. But you're entitled to your opinion, Tip. All right, let's see. Is this thing going to switch or not? All right, Tony Braxton. This is according to the Grape Juice, thatgrapejuice.com. Yeah, thatgrapejuice.com. So Tony Braxton. So it's a possibility that she could do a versus battle. Now, Tony Braxton said, this is another long article, so I'll give you the cliff notes, okay? Just look at the picture of the pretty ladies and take a listen. So Tony Braxton was hesitant on entertaining the idea of a versus battle, right? She, on her recent album, she worked with Missy Elliott. Her album apparently is doing well. You better serve the children, Tony. You better serve the children. So she's doing promo for her new album. Did you guys take a listen? Spell My Name, that's the name of the album. And she did an interview with Interview magazine. So she talked about, her collaboration with Missy Elliott, and then of course, the versus battle is popular. It seems like everybody is doing it. So she was asked, and she kind of was just like, yeah, I don't know. Missy Elliott said that she's happy with the versus battle because it definitely allows artists to kind of express themselves, and they can have like a interesting exchange between their peers, and it also opens up people, the younger audience, to some of the old school artists' past work. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Just trying to keep it cute. But anyway, Braxton, she says, yeah, no, she really can't. She couldn't see herself doing the versus thing unless it was with Mariah Carey or Mary J. Blige or something. She says, us girls from the 90s. But no, I haven't put it on the register to do yet. So, of course, Mary J. Blige made it very, very clear she is not interested in doing a versus battle. Tamar thinks that Tony should definitely do a versus battle with Mary J. Blige. This was back in August that Tamar said that. Nah, I don't see a Mary J. Blige and I mean, yes, it could happen. You just put two artists together. It makes sense, right? But I don't want to see Mary J. Blige and Tony Braxton. I just want to see a Tony Braxton concert and a Mary J. Blige concert. Versus, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you want to see a versus with Mary J. Blige and Tony Braxton? Like, do the artists have to be from the same time period? I don't know. Who would go up against Tony Braxton? I can't think of anybody. I don't know about Mary J. Blige, though. I don't want Mary J. Blige to do a versus with anybody. I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't want Mary to do a versus with anyone. What I want Mary to do is do a versus between What's the 411 Mary and No More Drama Mary. Or not What's the 411. My Life Mary versus No More Drama in This Dancery Mary. That's the only versus with Mary J. Blige that I'd be interested in. Tell me what you think. Drop down in the comments and let me know. All right, let's move this train along because we ain't got all day. Mariah Carey. She sat down with Oprah Winfrey, of course, to tell all. This is promotion for her book. Mariah Carey got very, 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 what's the word? Candid? Is that the right word to use? Candid? She got very vulnerable. She was very open about a lot of things that transpired when she was a child. This was very it was emotional. Did you guys get an opportunity to watch it? Oprah has her little podcast thingamajig, The Conversation with Oprah. You better be careful. Ray J might be coming for you, Oprah, because Ray J got The Conversation over there with Zeus Network. Anyway, Mariah Carey talked about her childhood, and she said that she shared things in her book that she never mentioned before, especially about how she grew up. She said that her sister, at 12 years old, her sister gave her a little bit of booger sugar and tried to auction her off, put it that way, to the streets. That is sad. 12 years old. There was a lot of dysfunction that she grew up around. I think that I don't know. What do you think about her book? The Oprah Conversation is the name of Oprah's new Apple TV Plus series. She just reflects on early childhood and where her relationship with her family stands today. Carey's appearance on the show is in support of her new memoir, The Meaning of Mariah, available for pre-order now. Winfrey began the conversation by reading part of the book's introduction, in which Carey writes, "I offer this book in large part to finally emancipate that sacred little girl inside of me. It's time to give her a voice, to let her tell her story exactly as she experienced it." Woo, child. It's a lot. It's a lot, and I did read this article, and I got an opportunity to listen to parts of the interview. I couldn't listen to it in its entirety, but I listened to enough, and then when I felt like I had to stop, I stopped. But it's very intense. The good thing about this is this seems to be cathartic for Mariah, emancipating herself. She went through a lot, as many people do, and they suffer in silence, and then they to me, it seems like Mariah Carey is committed to doing the work. She has resources to seek professional help. She has resources to tell her story, which can be therapeutic for some. And I respect her being honest and brave enough to come out and tell this. This is the type of shame that a lot of families live with, and they sweep under the rug, and then they just don't talk about it, and it goes away. And like a cancer, it grows and grows and grows. It starts to stink. It starts to rot. And then you see people who turn into adults, and then they act just unscrupulous. They just erratic, and we don't know why. We can only assume why. But the fact that Mariah Carey is actually doing the work and profiting off of telling her stories, nothing wrong with that. If she's letting you into her personal life, listen. She had to pay a price, and now so do we. I'm on the fence if I'm going to get the book. I like stories of triumph, but sometimes the detail of what she had to go through, it could be a bit much for me. So I wish Mariah Carey well. I wish her mental health and mental strength, and I applaud her and I respect her because she's actually doing the work. Take that however you want. Who's up next? Oh, Megan Thee Stallion, y'all. And no, I'm not talking about what you think I'm going to talk about. Not on this morning show. All right? Let's keep it light and cute. So Megan Thee Stallion, she announced that she is going to be the musical guest on Saturday Night Live. First of all, can we shout out Saturday Night Live still being on? I used to watch this show when I was a kid, like single digits. I used to sneak and stay up late at night to watch SNL because, for those of you who don't know, I always wanted to be a cast member on SNL, even when I was a young little royal princess. I've let it go. I've let it go. So anyway, Megan Thee Stallion announced as musical guest for SNL season premiere. So SNL returns to air next month, and it's been announced that Meg will be the musical guest for the 46th season. The Simpsons is considered a sitcom. I know The Simpsons have been on for eons. So is Saturday Night Live the longest running show? I know it's a sketch comedy show, different than The Simpsons being a scripted sitcom or whatever. But SNL has been on longer than The Simpsons because, yeah, I think it was. I think it has been. Has to be. 46th season. Anyway, so Chris Rock is going to be hosting. All right. And Chris Rock, back in the day, he used to be a cast member on SNL. So the appearance, no, was he? Or that's Eddie Murphy? No, Chris Rock was on there too. He would make appearances. I don't know if he was a full-time cast member. I keep getting him confused with, what's his name? No, he was. Chris Rock was on SNL, right? I know Eddie Murphy was a cast member. Listen, all black people look alike, so no. I'm black, so I can say that. That was a joke. Anyway, so Chris Rock is going to be hosting. This should be great. This is the first appearance on SNL for Meg Thee Stallion. And Chris Rock, this is going to be his third time hosting. So the season premiere airs on October 3rd on NBC at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, wow. So this is from her Meg reposted this on her IG. So this is NBC SNL. So October 3rd, Chris Rock, Megan Thee Stallion. Congratulations, Meg. This is going to be your first time on SNL as a musical guest. Girl, your success is rapid. It's like moving lightning speed, right? I can't get my words out today because there's so many things that I'm trying not to say. Moving along, speaking of Megan Thee Stallion, this is her Instagram page. First of all, I just want to talk about this picture first. When I tell you that this is a straight up serve, do you see what her rings say? Never mind her rings, because, like I said, I'm not doing it. Not doing it. We know why she's wearing those rings. We can only assume, I guess. Who knows? This picture could have been taken months before any incident happened. It could have been a quick snap right after albums came out and people start talking. Who knows? But forget about the rings. Look at this mug. Okay? This girl is serving mug. Now, never mind. Let me just be positive. Look at that mug. Now, some people liked her nails, you know what I'm saying? And they were zooming in on her nails because they look like newspaper article-esque. Y'all just got to go on Twitter and see what goes down on Twitter. I'm not giving my opinion about none of this. Not yet. But there allegedly is a secret message, is what some people are saying. There's a secret message in those nails. This mug is beat. Those eyebrows, cute. Those lashes, dope. That baby hair, slicked down. Mug. So whoever did her makeup and whoever photographed this did one hell of a job. This is an adorable photo of Meg, you know, little attitude right there. This is the best one. So now Mary J. Blige and Megan Thee Stallion seems like they linked up. Let me see if I can I'm going to hit the mute button because I don't want the music playing in the background. So just take a look. So they seem to be having a great, I was about to say something shady. It's been too much going on over the weekend. And when I seen this, I laughed for other reasons. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Oh, man. They were having a grand old time. And here's Meg. You know, and the caption reads, "You know how I'm coming, B. Stop playing." So does that mean that she is going to be dropping an album soon? I wonder. She's going to be on SNL on the 3rd of October. I wouldn't be surprised if she comes with an album. So this is her Fashion Nova, I guess, promotion. "Nothing real can be threatened." The caption reads, "Oh yeah, and remember when I said I was collaborating with Fashion Nova to make jeans for tall women? These are the first samples coming soon." Oh, there you go. So she's posing. She's doing her promo for her collaboration with Fashion Nova. You guys seen this already. This is her announcing that she is going to be on Saturday Night Live. Hotties, October 3rd. The MF and Hot Girl Coach will be on the season premiere of SNL with Chris Rock. So she's booked. She's busy. This is a photo shoot that she did from like last week, I think it was. So she's serving looks. I talked about this last week. Meg on the cover of Time magazine. She was one of the 100 most influential people. So shout out to Meggie. Oh, these are those rings again. Dear haters, you see it. Oh boy. Ah, yeah. There we go. That's what she has to say to her haters. Yeah, but Meg, this mug sitting pretty. Shout out to whatever makeup artist did this. She didn't tag them. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, look at Sky Jackson said, "Yes, sis, ate this up." She did. She looked great. The makeup and the hair look great. The nails. Whatever message you find, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Keep all comments respectful, please, when you're talking about Meg. Nope, I am not talking about the obvious. I am not talking about the obvious. Let's put it that way. Nope, not doing it. Not yet anyway. Put it that way. All right, let's move this thing along. Who's up next? Oh, baby. So Nene Leakes, okay, this is according to people.com, right? So Nene Leakes claims that Bravo forced her out of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, here's the thing. We've heard this story before, right? But you know what? Nene can tell it as many times as she wants. I'm not going to sit here and tell Nene, girl, just be quiet. We don't want to hear the same thing over and over again, because that would be me not hearing a black woman, right? I noticed that people pick and choose when they want to hear from black women speaking out and when they don't. But that's not why I'm here. Anyway, Nene Leakes claims Bravo forced her out. So she's claiming that she was forced out of the show weeks after sharing that she had made the difficult decision to leave the show. In a Twitter exchange on Saturday, a fan asked Leakes, who's 52, if she would be getting her own spin-off show from Bravo, the network that airs the Real Housewives franchise. The reality star replied, "They don't think I deserve to work at all in my capacity." "It sounds like they forced you out," another fan said, to which Leakes responded, "They definitely did." Reps for Bravo did not immediately respond to people's requests for comments. So you guys know that Nene Leakes, she made the announcement that she is leaving the show. Here are the tweets. Come on with these ads. I'm over it. Here are the tweets. So you guys know that earlier she announced on her YouTube channel that she would not be returning to Housewives of Atlanta for its 13th season. Okay, I did a video. I played the video. Yada, yada, yada. See, here's the thing. It's being said now that she was, which I saw this coming at the end of season 12. They basically wanted to demote Nene, right? Pay her less, cut her by $1 million maybe. I don't know exactly how much. That's what's being said, but who knows what's true at this point, right? I only speak on what's out there. I only talk about what's already out there. Ain't no breaking stories over here. Anyway, so just as I suspected, still could be wrong, Nene was allegedly demoted and her pay was cut. Now, Nene pointed out in another tweet, because she tweets and deletes, but I am so glad that my screenshot game is on fleek, especially to what transpired just a couple of hours ago. Anyway, so they demoted her basically and decreased the amount of episodes, I think it was, that she would be on for season 13 if she appeared on season 13. All right, there's no surprise there. I predicted this in conversations with my good Judy. We always watch Housewives franchise and talk Housewives tea. I said, even if it's $1 more, they are going to pay Candy Burris Tucker more than Nene in the upcoming season. Well, Nene revealed that not only that, but they demoted her because they want Candy to be the highest paid. They like her. That's fine. I guess they look at it as out with the old, in with the new. But here's a problem that I have. Yes, Nene, you are deserving of respect, right? You have to give. It's a give and take. Now, granted, I don't doubt any of the allegations that Nene is making. I don't doubt it at all. However, I don't like seeing a woman, especially of Nene's age, her being a seasoned woman, her solidifying herself in reality TV world, begging for a seat at the table. I I feel like, Nene, you should have had some sort of EP title or something, at least 5 years in the game. You know what I mean? Now it's like they used you, they squeezed you dry, used you for what they wanted to use you for, and toss you out the back door. But that's how you're not going to change that. That's how show business is. Reality TV, we oftentimes hear people say, they make me out to be this, they make me out to be that. Yet, they're still in business, right? None of these networks are out of business because it's supply and demand. People want to see this stuff. There's always going to be someone willing to take less money than you, but have a secured spot on the show. Case in point, look at Kenya. Kenya she didn't make the same amount of money that she made prior to her leaving when she decided to marry the gentleman that she's married, Mark. Right? But even though Kenya wasn't really getting paid that much, it was still a steady check. But that's her frame of thinking. Nene, I just think that you are tired, meaning tired of this mess, and you have every right to be tired of this mess. Even if Bravo right now offered me a show, I don't think that I would do it because I think that they've embarrassed you. You have called them out. You've embarrassed them. Nene, I want to see you move on. I really do. But it's very difficult for her to move on. Why? Because everybody got something to say about Nene. Which brings me to my next story. What outlet is this? I don't even know. Oh, AOL.com. AOL is still around? AOL.com. So Wendy Williams, she shares her candid thoughts on Nene's exit. Now, listen, Nene, we told you that Wendy is not your friend. You didn't want to listen to us. You didn't want to hear what we had to say. Now, I did a video about this, okay, in the wee hours of the morning. I think it was like, I don't even know, 2 o'clock in the morning, posted it. Thank you for those who got that video to over 1,000 views. Greatly appreciate it. Go check it out. It is a short video. I think it's like 7 minutes. Anyway, so Wendy Williams isn't holding back when it comes to her feelings about Nene's departure from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, of course, she sat down with shady Andy Cohen on Sunday's Watch What Happens Live, and Williams says that she doesn't think Leaks is actually done with the show for good. Wendy says Nene has quit the show several times, and you'll have her back. This is what she's telling Andy, who is also an executive producer on Bravo's Real Housewives franchise. And Wendy knows this. Wendy goes on to say Nene likes attention, dramatic attention. Now, Williams said that she is Nene's friend. This is what she is saying on Watch What Happens Live. And she went on to say that Real Housewives of Atlanta is simply too lucrative of a deal for Leaks to actually walk away from. Now, I don't disagree with that. Financially lucrative. But as far as for her reputation, it's not doing anything for her reputation anymore. And what I mean by that is this definitely could hinder Nene from future projects outside of the Bravo franchise. That's my opinion. Lucrative financially, yes. You know what I mean? But everything that glitters ain't gold. But as far as her reputation is concerned, I don't think this is benefiting her anymore as far as her reputation. So Wendy goes on to say, I don't know what Nene is going to do for money. I'm not trying to count coins, but you know, the Housewives is that one thing that all the girls use to promote their other stuff. So she explains that Leaks is probably as famous as Real Housewives of New York City's star Bethany Frankel, yet Frankel has managed to turn her personal brand into a, quote, legitimate multi-million-dollar situation. Now, Wendy, can you please stop acting like, can somebody tell Wendy that she is not a white woman and she never will be? That's number one. Number two, of course, Bethany Frankel was able to turn her brand into a $1 million, situation. Of course, Bethany Frankel is white. Nene Leakes is black. Now, I'm not saying that black people or black women don't have the ability to turn their brand into a multi-million-dollar situation. We've seen that done. But we are dealing with Bravo here. Okay? And this is not the first time that Bravo has had issues with black women. Like, come on, and I feel like they wanted to milk Nene for what they could milk her for. Now, you're done. You're washed up. And what's up with this no compete clause? Because all of the housewives have to sign a no compete clause. So I wonder if Nene ventures off to do work with other networks, is she going to be blackballed or hindered? See, that's the problem. Why didn't Nene get her own show? Wendy, you saw to it that didn't happen, allegedly. Now, Wendy, I got love for you, but you tripping. You really tripping. And you have been tripping for the past several months. And I'm going to say it like I mean it. Anyway, as for leaks, Williams said that she can't see another show working out for Leaks, whether it's something involving her husband, Greg Leaks, or her children. Wendy says, what are they going to do? Is it going to be like Greg and Nene? Are they going to give them another reality show? That's boring. How about Nene being a grandmother? That's boring. Nene and her own kids? That's boring. Nene trying to figure out Hollywood? That's boring. Now, this is supposed to be her friend. This is what Nene says. Wendy. Wendy admitted that, Nene is her friend, and look at what she's saying. Granted, I get Wendy's point. She's saying, because listen, Wendy is in media. She knows what the people are saying on social media. A lot of people say, we don't want to see Nene with her own reality TV show. What is she going to talk about? She was boring on the last couple of episodes of last season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I get what Wendy is trying to say. But ma'am, you couldn't put a little bit of couth on your statements? Were you even here, Wendy, or were you beamed up? Anyway, so Williams, she admitted that Leaks did say that the phone is ringing, but she also made it clear that she doesn't feel this is the end of Leaks' time on RHOA. Leaks, however, vehemently disagreed with Williams' perspective and with Cohen bringing up her departure. Now, Nene went on Instagram to share a series of posts. Now, here's what I would like for you to do. I would like for you to check out my video. It's a 7-minute video. I jumped on it real quick because I knew that some of those tweets were going to come down, and I'm glad that Nene took them down. I'm kind of glad. You can also visit my Instagram page at she_royal_B and check out the tweets. I actually posted them, screenshots of the tweets, posted them this morning, but in the video, I read them in real time. So make sure you check that out. Wendy, I think it's time for you to learn how to shut up. I don't know if you think that Andy is your friend, but he's not. I just think that Wendy really made Nene... She didn't do Nene any justice, and no one is saying, I'm not saying that she had to sing Nene's praises. I'm not saying that. But if you know that Nene could be possibly up to work with other networks because she's not returning to Bravo for Housewives, why would you say things like, oh, her show's going to be boring if she does it with Greg? Like, even if you feel that way, there's another way for you to say that. You know what I mean? Some people trust Wendy's word. You know what I mean? Maybe some of these newer fans, but those of us we trust her word because she's been spilling tea for years, but they look up to what she says. They take what she says as, okay, if Wendy's saying it might not work, then yeah, maybe we want to rethink this. You never know. And you as a black woman, yes, Wendy, you are a black woman. In this instance, when this is Nene's bread and butter and you are considered the queen of media, I think that was really effed up. I think that was really, really, really effed up, man, because dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could possibly take food off of her mouth. And we know why Wendy is saying this, because listen, Nene is a fan favorite. People don't like her, but people will most likely watch. And it was rumored that when Nene was going to get a show, Wendy and her now ex-husband put the kibosh on that. So it makes sense to me now, actually, why Wendy would say that. Oh, Wendy, you're gross. You are gross. I mean, I'm glad you're back and all, but baby, you better be careful, Wendy. This is why people don't feel sorry for you now. Ugh, get her out of here. All right, folks, this concludes this episode. Oh, an hour? Oh my gosh. This concludes this episode or segment of the Morning Boogie Morning Show. Thanks to all who joined. If you joined late, you can always catch the replay. I greatly appreciate it. Be sure to check out my video. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. I did a video about Nene going off on Wendy Williams, and the text messages, not text messages, the tweets. I'm talking too fast. The tweets are in the video because I just knew that those tweets would be deleted. All right, let me see. Hold up now. Now, see, I didn't want to play it. So here is the video. Oh, it's on my community tab? I can't even pull it up. Just go check the channel, y'all. My computer's like, look, it's time to go eat. I'm tired. So for those of you who viewed the video, thank you so much in advance. I greatly appreciate your support. And those of you who are watching this video, thank you. I love and appreciate your support. If you are new here, welcome to the Royal Family. Shout out to all of the new Royal Family members who hit that subscribe button. If you haven't done so, do so. Make sure you click the notification bell, select all, so you don't miss out on any of my uploads, whether they be long or short. So there's a variety of other things to check out on the channel. So make yourself comfortable. Share your opinions and thoughts. Tell me what you think. So Royal Family, you guys know that I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And it is the start of the week. It is Monday and we're back at it. Yeah, I'll be back though, because there's going to be a lot going on in these next 2 weeks. I am certain, and it is going to shake up the social media streets. So I'm just getting myself mentally prepared. But I am signing off for now. I will be back soon. Thanks again for joining the Morning Boogie Morning Show. It's a wrap, y'all. Until next time. Peace.